Hey guys, it's Oli bringing another Pokemon narrated Wi-Fi battle, and this one's against Vexacus4666. He actually uploads on YouTube, and he's a pretty well-known YouTuber. Anyway, I got a battle against him on Super Mario Poke stream, that mega stream that he had on Columbus Day weekend. That was like 72 hours. I don't even know how long it was, but it was huge. But anyway, I got a battle because he asked what his favorite defensive Pokemon is, and the first person to guess it gets to battle him. So I knew it was Crest, and I guessed it, and I was right. So anyway, he has two Prankster Pokes on his team, which was so annoying. So he lives off with the Sableye, and I knew he will-o-wisp my Mienshao, so I had to switch the hell out and go into my Salamence, because I knew it wouldn't mind taking a will-o-wisp because this is my Spec Salamence. But now he has like a Confusion burn on my Salamence, and my Salamence is stupid, so it just can't break through it. So I get hurt by Confusion and burned. But he switches out, and I think I get hurt by Confusion once again, so I just like lost more than half my life just from residual damage, and that's just really annoying. But now I switch out because I'm locked into Draco Meteor, so I really wouldn't be able to do anything. So I just switch out. He sets up his rocks, and I set up my rocks now. When he switched in with his Whimsicott, so now I switch out, predicting his Leech Seed, and go into my Ferrothorn. Wow, there's a lot of switching. Anyway, he knows he can't do anything, so he's gonna switch out, and I'm gonna go for my Leech Seed, right? No, oh wow, I double switch, predicting his Lucario switch. That's right, or his Heatran, and I go into Swampert. Now he switches out because he's afraid of my Swampert because I could Earthquake it, and that's exactly what I do. I Earthquake, and his Latias, it doesn't affect her because she has Levitate. And now she tricks me. The Choice Specs, the Latias, not Vexacus, it's a he. And I get a Choice Specs Ice Beam, which I actually didn't think was too bad because I did a lot of damage to that Latias. But now he obviously knows that I'm going to Ice Beam again, so he's going to switch out into his Heatran. It's not going to do anything to a Heatran because Heatran quadruple resists it. So I have to switch out, and I go into my Salamence's Death Fodder because Salamence is basically useless because of Stealth Rocks here, because I don't even live a burn hit. So I just figured out I had to sack it, and he just kills me with the Magma Storm. Now I go into my Mienshao, and now I thought he'd switch, predicting my high jump kick, so I go for the U-turn, but he knew I would do that, so he actually stays in, and now I'm like, oh, I have to go something to take a hard Magma Storm hit, so I knew my Swampert would probably take it the best from my team, and he actually takes it, like, really well. So now he's afraid of my Swampert's Earthquake. Oh, wow. I forgot Magma Storm's active turn effects. Now he's afraid of my Earthquake, and he switches into his Sableye, but I actually go for the Scald, predicting a switch to I don't even know what. But here, I get the Scald crit burn, and that was really lucky, actually. It really was. But this really helped me, because now Prankster, like Sableye, won't like bother me as much. And I just keep going for the Spec Scald, just knowing that I would just do a lot of damage to it. And yeah, he just keeps taking residual damage. And here he will-o-wisps because he knew that Recover Stalling would just not get him anywhere. So he just will-o-wisps, and he lets his Sableye die. But I think he should have kept it and kept going for recovers. Anyway, he goes into his Whimsicott, and I'm afraid of this thing because this thing could be so annoying. So I switch to my Ferrothorn, knowing that I can take anything. And this time he substitutes, but substitute wouldn't do anything anyway. So with Ferrothorn, I go for the Gyro Ball so I could break his substitute. And he goes into his Lucario. And this Gyro Ball actually does a really good chunk on his Lucario. I was surprised at how much that did. But I switch out into my Metagross, knowing that he'd do a fighting move. But he has a Blaze Kick. I'm like, what? You have a Blaze Kick Lucario? But my Metagross takes that actually relatively well. And now this is a Scarf Metagross, so I just Earthquake that thing to death. And he was surprised. He was like, what? He outsped? And now he goes into his Dragonite, knowing that I'm locked into Earthquake, then I can't do anything to it, so I switch the hell out. Now I go into my Swampert to take a hit. He Brick Breaks me, and I think that's actually a crit. Oh no, it wasn't a crit. But he just kills me off. And now I have a free switch into my Mienshao. Now, knowing that I was Stone Edge, actually most of them carry Hidden Power Ice nowadays, but since he switched into his Whimsicott, I'm thinking he knew I was Stone Edge. And I do Stone Edge, and I missed the Stone Edge, which really sucks. But he Stun Spores my Mienshao, but I just U-turn because I know I would do a lot of damage, and if he'd substitute, he wouldn't do anything. But if he'd substitute, I'd just break the sub. But I actually kill it with a U-turn, which I actually found surprising. Did not think I would kill it with a U-turn, but I do, so I found that really helpful. But now I go into my Metagross and he goes into his Dragonite since this was a or no, this wasn't a blind switch. He just switches into his Dragonite. But I guess he didn't know his Scarf because this was on a stream and he was talking to people. So I just ice punched that thing to kill it. And he was like, "What? He killed me?" And then he switches his Latias, which I don't think he should have done. I think he should have switched into his Heatran then because he knew it was Scarf then, but he just still went into his Latias. But he still switches into his Heatran then. And I know I can't do anything with Ice Punch, so I have to sack something. And I see that my Minshow's paralyzed, so it's kind of useless. So I just have to sack my Minshao. And here, I remember in the stream, them talking about, they're like, "Oh, my Heatran killed this." So I was afraid it was like some kind of Sugar-Berry set. Because I had like nothing alive. I only had this Metagross, and I think I had my Ferrothorn left. Oh, and my Reuniclus, right. But I killed it off with an Earthquake. So that was a great game, Vexy. It was a lot of fun. And rate, comment, subscribe, guys. And I'll see you all next time.